Millions and millions of Americans all over the United States and millions of people all over the world are about to feel the most excruciating pain that they can feel because something very important to them is about to be taken away. Today, we're going to be talking about artificial intelligence and how millions of people are going to lose their job. What's going on at this time is devastating, but experts say this is the best thing for the future of the United States and the future of the world. Today, I want to break down what we are seeing, what announcement was just made, and I reached out to a friend of mine who has experienced this exact same thing, and he can tell you, yes, it's frustrating and painful at the same time. So, I'll address all this in just a moment, explain what is going on and how you will likely be impacted here in the very near future. But before I do, all I ask is one thing. Takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. One of the greatest things that people have is their income stream, their job. Think about it. You spend the majority of your time working. If you are not in school and you're not a student, you likely spend the majority of your day at work or asleep. Most people spend 8 hours working, they spend 8 hours sleeping, so they only have 8 hours in the rest of their day. Here's the crazy thing though. AI may be taking over your job, which means you're going to have more time to do other things, or you're going to go have to find something else. Look at this. This is from Fortune. It says AI will take your job. Get over it. Yeah. We are about to see artificial intelligence take over several jobs. But just look at this right here. This article from USA Today, which actually came out today, says AI will soon be taking your drive-through orders at 500 Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC locations. What we are now learning is that Yum Brands is actually partnering with NVIDIA. They're going to partner and they're going to roll out AI at hundreds of its locations starting in April and continuing all the way through June. Now you're probably thinking, well, how is this going to work? Can artificial intelligence really start taking orders? Well, the answer is yes. I want to play you this clip. This is from about a month or two ago. I want to play this for you. Just listen to this.
It looks like a typical drive-through.
You can start placing your order when ready.
Can I get a number 8, please?
But the voice taking orders at this Wendy's
What dipping sauce?
is actually powered by artificial intelligence.
Did you know who you were talking to?
Yeah, it was a robot.
It's part of the future for Wendy's. They call it Fresh AI.
We're always thinking about what is the right technology that solves the right problem at Wendy's.
Here's how it works. A customer drives up and talks into this speaker.
Hi, welcome to Wendy's. Feel free to order whenever you are ready.
The AI takes the order, listening and responding to questions.
Can I get 2 double stacks?
Inside, human workers watch a monitor as the order comes. Then they prepare the meal.
It's that simple. Now, yes, AI could use some human assistance from time to time. For instance, you order something that's not on the menu, the person that is back in the kitchen is going to answer. Or if you are asking certain questions that the AI just doesn't know, you can even ask, well, what comes on a double stack? What comes on a bacon whatever burger, right? You can ask those questions and AI will tell you. But here's the crazy thing. This is just the beginning. Think about all those places you go that require some human interaction. You go and you talk to a receptionist at a desk somewhere, whether it's at a hotel or potentially at maybe the hospital or clinic. Now you could be confronted with a computer and a camera where AI is now going to be talking to you, getting all your personal information, updating your insurance card, and so many other things. But listen to this. I asked a friend of mine. He worked at a Wendy's down in California. This was a while back. But he worked down there. And I asked him, why did he let go? Okay? Or why did he get let go? And he responded with this. He says, yes, I worked at Wendy's for almost 2 years. And I was let go about 8 months after the state required all fast food workers to be paid $20 an hour. We were just as busy as ever before, but the company started to use AI to take orders. So they got rid of some of us employees. I went from working at KFC before that, and once the pandemic hit, the buffet was no longer available. So I lost my job. Then I went to Wendy's and lost my job there as well. Then I came to manage the Taco Bell. If we continue to see these constant changes, I'll be looking for something else as my wife and baby will require much more stability. Yeah. What we are about to see is AI is going to take over millions of jobs. Some are saying AI is going to take over, about 10,000 jobs here and there. No. AI, the way we've been going and how quickly we've been expanding and using artificial intelligence, it is going to take over rapidly. We are going to see people in the fast food industry lose their jobs because of artificial intelligence. We're going to see receptionists lose their jobs because of artificial intelligence. We are already seeing artificial intelligence and there's no human interaction when you call like customer service at certain businesses. There's just nothing. You call certain airlines, yeah, you're dealing with a computer, a robot. That's what we're dealing with. I told you this before, that you can now, and a lot of people are saying, oh, service businesses, that's where it's at because you cannot get rid of the service. Yes, you can. I talked about this a couple months back where, somebody went into the airport in Las Vegas. You can put your nail or your hands in this machine in Las Vegas and it will do your nails. It doesn't require a person there to paint your nails, to file them down. It will do it for you. How crazy is that? I also talked about this before where I have a friend of mine who he runs a lawn care business. Well, guess what? He only has a few employees, but what they do is they go to certain yards or certain neighborhoods. They put down it looks like a big Roomba, right? It's like this little, kind of remote control car, but it mows your lawn. He puts it down, he hits the buttons, and it goes. He goes to the next guy's yard, puts down the robot, it cuts it, and he moves on to the next one. Then he comes back and he picks them all up once they're done, and he takes them to the next neighborhood. Yes, artificial intelligence is real, and it is taking over. We are going to see millions of people lose their jobs. Think about this for a second. Because everyone says, artificial intelligence, there's no way it's going to work. You can't replace humans. Yes, you can. We can. It's so simple. Think about Amazon for a second. Previously, years ago, Amazon had people going and picking items from their warehouses. They would go and pick an item up from a certain bin. They'd bring it back and someone would ship it off. Well, guess what? Now it's all automated. It's all automated now. The little Amazon movers, little forklift guys, they go to a certain location, find the bin, pick up the entire bin, bring it over to the person that's picking. The person knows, okay, it's in bin number 4. This is the item. They pick it, throw it in the box, and they ship it out. That's how simple it is. Guess what? That's not just done at Amazon either. There are ports on the west coast of the United States that have automated movers. You do not need a person in a crane anymore. There's automated movers that are moving large cargo boxes from one location to the next to get it ready for a crane to pick it up, put it on a truck, and then the truck will drive it out of there. Yeah, that is how serious this is. Oh, you want to go even further? There's even people that are saying artificial intelligence is going to take over for their shipping. That we're not going to see truckers on the road anymore. Guess what? All those Uber drivers, all those people that drove for Lyft, well, who did they replace? They replaced taxi drivers. Guess what? The taxi drivers aren't coming back. The Uber and Lyft drivers are not being as busy as they once were before. Guess what's happening now? We have artificial intelligence, driverless vehicles. If you go to Las Vegas, you see it all the time. Go to many larger cities, you see it all the time. There are driverless vehicles that are picking people up at the hospital, taking them to the hotel. Picking people up at the bar, taking them to a hotel or back home, right? You're seeing it all the time. AI is taking over. So if you think that your job is safe, it's not. I was at a Target a few months ago, or maybe even longer than that. But I was at this Target and I kept seeing this thing. I kept hearing this noise, like this buzzing. I went and looked around the corner. I kept seeing this thing doing like little circles. This little robot was cleaning the floor. It was cleaning the floor of Target while people were shopping. Okay? And guess what? You stand next to it, it gets close to you, and it sees you, turns around, goes the other way. Okay? That is what AI is doing. If you go into Red Robin, you've probably seen it before if you've been there, where there's a little robot that takes the dishes or takes the drinks, the plates of food out to the table, and you can just grab your drinks, put it on your table, and it drives back. It doesn't need a server anymore. How crazy is that? Yeah, it's insane. So right now, AI is taking over. And I just want to share this with you because I know a lot of people are saying, oh, I'm perfectly fine. Right? No one's going to take over my job. Yeah, AI is coming for your job. But as we see artificial intelligence start to take over, well, there could be something called universal basic income that could be coming to millions of people here in the United States. So we'll see what happens moving forward, but that's what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.